Hello my friends, I am Tiberio and today I'm gonna do another review between two Ecotank printers, between ET-7750 and ET-3750. Both of them, they are amazing printers. I'm gonna say that I used this one over here, the 3750, in the last year, and I had no problem with it. But someone on the last video I've done with the printers, on the review with the 3750 and the 2650, someone wrote me about this one over here, and I looked on the specs. I was amazed. I wanted to give it a try, and here it is. I bought it like 2 months ago. As maybe you already know, I'm printing a lot, so right now I know exactly what it is for and what it does better than the other one. I'm going to go in depth with this printer. You already know about that one from the last review. You find it in the description below. First of all, what's to compare between these two printers? Because this one is way bigger than 3750. So both of them, they are Ecotank printers. If you are not familiar with the Ecotank printers from Epson, you definitely not living in 2018. No offense to anyone, but I have also I own also an Epson Stylus Pro 3880, which is a professional grade printer, and I will not say that one is better than this one or the other one. It depends very much what you are using the printer for. If you are using it only for documents, yes, of course, Ecotank printers can do the job for you, because it prints a lot. It has a Supertank with the black ink, which you can print, I don't know, thousands of prints. So no problem. Maybe a comparison between the laser printers, but it's a good consumer all day use printer. On the other hand, the professional printer I own, which most of my fellow photographers say, oh, so you are saying about the Ecotank printer that is better than the other one? Yes, of course, because if I can print how much I want, nobody will look at the pixels. Even if this one is doing amazing, phenomenal, better than that this one is printing better saturation of the colors, and it's faster. And besides all of this, it prints also 11 by 17 in A3, which makes all the difference. Let's speak about the prices. Let's speak about how much it costs. This one is the ET-3750. Epson is the Workforce ET-3750 Ecotank all-in-one Supertank printer. I'm looking right now on Epson website, and the price is $400. On the other side, this one, it's called Expression Premium ET-7750 Ecotank wide format all-in-one Supertank printer. This one is $649. The difference in price is obvious. This one is goes into the premium category of Epson printers. Instead, this one is like is a Workforce that you already know since, I don't know, there are 10 years, more than 10 years now, since the Workforce are on the market. 10 years? No, more than 10 years. Anyway, at the beginning, the Workforces were great for offices, but not for homes, because you had to spend a lot of money for inks. Let's speak also about the cost of the inks, and I will put in this comparison also the Stylus Pro 3880. That one, the cost for the whole cartridges is $480. So $480 for, yeah, you heard right, $480. It's a lot, you know. If you are not printing something that is like fine art, to go to the galleries to print your photographs, and you want to see all the shades of gray, or I don't know, maybe you want to print on different kinds of medias like canvas, or yeah, it's worth it to buy a printer like that one. Let's come back at the Ecotank printers, because the comparison, it's about this too. They done a great job improving from the standard version, like the 3750, to this one. As you can see, there is one more ink on the 7750. It's the photo black. It's the black and the photo black, which gives you more depth in the blacks. I'm gonna show you also some samples of what I'm printing, and you will notice the difference in the blacks. I find like the paper you are using when printing. Let's speak about some. There are so many things that I want to cover, and let's say I'm not so organized. I'm not doing this every day. In terms of quality of printing, you should know that the whites comes from the paper. So do not expect, if you are using normal paper, to have the saturation of the color for amazing reds or great greens. For this reason, always use quality paper. This is for the whites. When we are speaking about the blacks, it's about the ink. While ago, I had like Canon. I had like two Canon printers, Canon Pro 10 and Canon Pro 100. At one point, I've done some compromises in terms of quality. But I was using also third parties inks, not the genuine ones. Okay, in the same day the color was great, great saturation, but every day passing by or exposing the photo to the sun, the color were degrading. So I'm gonna advise you very clearly, do not buy non-genuine ink. First of all, the quality of the print in time will deteriorate, and second of all, you'll ruin the printer head, or is like a probability. I'm gonna go back to, this is the quality of the ink, but let's speak about the costs. This one, it's so the cartridges, the bottles are these ones over here, and it's like not even $20, $14 for one color. With one color, it needs 5 the 7750 and 4 3750. All the colors you can buy them with maximum $70. It's great because you are printing thousands and thousands of prints with this money. And it's not about the quantity, it's also about the quantity. The quality, excuse me, the quality. Both of them, the print quality is good, it's great, let's say. This one, it's amazing, believe me, it's amazing. So the cost of the ink means nothing on its life. You have a lot of quantity and you have quality. Two things that you are looking for a printer: to print a lot and to print good copies, good prints. I was noticing that it's a comparison. So this one can print up to 32 pounds, or let's say 40 pounds weight in terms of paper. With this one, I have no problem, as you can see. So I'm printing on 64 pounds. The 11 by 17 paper. So in terms of 8.5 by 11, the US paper, I'm using HP presentation paper. It's two-sided, as you can see. It's 32 pounds matte finish. This is my favorite. I tried a lot of papers, but this one is my my to-go one. I'm buying it from Office Depot most of the time. It costs like $17 for a pack of $100, but I'm not paying this money. Most of the time you will find them like buy two and get one free, buy one and get one free, and when it happens on Office Depot, I'm buying like thousands of these ones. They're great. And in terms of the 11 by 17, I'm using the Epson premium presentation paper, matte finish as well, and it's 44 pounds. I was using with this printer also 64 pounds, like HP, or maybe it's Epson as well. I don't remember, but it's great. These two Ecotank printers are using the same ink inside, but they are using different bottles. The bottles, as you can see, they look the same. This one is called 512. The ink used for the 3750 is 512, and 502 is used for the 7750. As I told you from the beginning, the difference, the big difference between these two is not what's inside, is what's outside. So the system works amazing, no spills for both of them. It's an improvement from the previous generation of printers or Ecotank printers, where you could pour directly the ink into the tank. This one makes it more convenient for the user. For me, I'm not spilling anything, no drops on my fingers from when I'm refilling the tanks. With the premium version, so this one is great, you know, it has this this feature that you have no drops. With the premium one, the 7750, they went a little bit further. So what I mean by that, let me show you. This is the yellow, magenta, and the black. You will understand what I mean. Look at the tip over here. The tip of every each one is different, so it's impossible to pour magenta into yellow tank, or black into cyan tank. This one makes it so safe. It's nearly impossible to ruin the printer through one error. You know, you can do it. It's very easy to do this stuff, to put some other color into other tank. It happens, not all the time, but it happens. And because Epson thought about this feature, blows my mind. I love it. It's like you are paying for this product, but you are paying also for some sort of warranty. Let's speak also about about the speed of the printers. They advertise them on their website, on Epson website, that the 7750 is printing 13 black and 10 color prints per minute, and the Epson 3750 is printing 15 blacks and 8 color prints per minute. This is relative. It's very relative, because I'm not printing any or very like 1% of my what I'm printing on these printers, they are color. and it depends how much color are you using. If you are printing photos, it's like 100% color over there. So if you are printing more documents with only text, sure, if you even text, maybe colored text, let's say like that, it will be a different result. So in terms of how much are you printing, or in terms of how fast is the printer, this is very relative from my point of view. But what I'm trying to say is that in everybody's workflow, or everybody's using this printer differently. I'm printing more like my work, my artwork. Let me show you what I mean. I'm printing this kind of stuff that I'm doing, and I'm selling them on Etsy. Let me show you more. Lately I'm using the 3750 only for the labels when I'm sending them, when I'm printing the labels lately. But I was using that one to do disc prints. When I got the 7750, I found a lot of, not more, but more quality, not a lot more, but more quality on the colors, on the on everything. It's more accurate this one than 3750. I'm not saying that 3750 is not a good printer. This printer can scan, can print. It has also the ADF document feeder over there, which is great, which this one lacks, doesn't have. The 3750 has it's smaller, like the footprint, and it's a little bit higher, instead of this one, which is lower in terms of height, and more occupies more space. Even also because in the back you have to leave some space because of the 11x17 paper that you are using. If you are not using the paper, it's relatively small, but you have to take in consideration that this one will not fit on every desk. Let me show you what I'm printing. Maybe you can see it. Jeff Gordon, Carolina Panthers. Design I made for someone from Vietnam. Hopefully it's not very boring, but I want to show you the quality of the colors, how saturated are the colors. Everything is printed from Photoshop directly. Bears. If we have some Naruto fans over here. Patriots. Again, Steelers, Captain America. Okay, so you saw how the prints look like, and let me show you some prints, some big ones. So the mat is 16x20, but let me come closer. You can see the color and how everything looks. Everything is printed with the 7750. LeBron. Any Broncos fans? And Tom Brady. Huskies. UW. Yeah, this is what I do. And as I told you, I'm printing a lot, guys. I could not say any bad words, any bad things about this one, but I should. I should, because it's not perfect. It's a great print. This is my. I had a lot of printers before, but I really think that ET-7750 is my favorite printer all the time. I love it. I would have loved. So let me tell you some things that I don't like at this printer, because it's not only about what is good, it's also what is wrong and what Epson should do to improve their products. When you are printing with the 3750, you can always put more paper inside, add more paper, taking paper, replacing the papers, which is great. And you are not thinking about this thing till you get the 7750. When this one is printing, in order to reach the tray, you have to push this one back and then take this one off. And right now you have a message over here that something is wrong, adjust the edge and blah blah blah. But the thing is that everything stops when you are replacing the paper. So, and even so, when you are moving, when this one is not fully out, that this tray is not fully out and it's only like, let's say, ½ inch inside, nothing will work. You'll get an error message that says that you have to pull the tray all the way out. Not a big deal, but I found out that sometimes when you are moving over here with the chair and some, because it's also very big, I'm touching it and everything stops, and it's annoying. It's annoying. In addition to the other one, to 3750, this one has also an SD card reader and also a USB port, which I didn't use. The screen, I'm pretty sure it's the same screen. I don't see any difference. The buttons on 3750, they are like touch screen. They are like they are not physical buttons. Instead, this one has the physical buttons. I'm gonna say that I prefer physical buttons, because you can hear when you are pressing, when you hear that click. I like that, but it's a subjective opinion. I would not take it in consideration. This one is also capable to print on CDs. I don't know. When I saw that option and they are advertising on big, we can print on CDs. This one is for CD. They give you also a tray for CD. How many of you guys are using CDs? How many of you will waste time to print something on a CD to write on that John 1, John Music 3, instead of using a marker? Who's using CDs? Anyway, I don't find it very useful, but it is over there. Another thing that I was a little bit disappointed is about the scanner, or disappointed. On this one you can scan 8.5 by 11, the US paper, or a little bit slighter, and it's the same size that you can scan on this one. And as I told you earlier, the footprint of the printer is way bigger than 3750. So I would expect to have also the scanner, the surface of the scanner to be a little bit bigger, but no, it's the same. Actually, looks smaller, looks awkward, looks doesn't look so good. They could make it more efficient and put the scanner surface to the whole area. But it is what it is. I'm not using the scanner anyway, so I don't care. As I said at the beginning, this is a comparison and a review between these two printers. So I don't want to go further. If you are looking for a good printer, reliable one, which gives you great performance for an average consumer or a small office, Ecotank ET-7750 is great. It's really great. If you are a photographer, if you want to print bigger than 8.5 by 11, and you want to print a lot, you don't want to make compromises. Oh, I'm not printing 10 of these photos because I will use a lot of ink. With these printers, is like you are not even thinking about how much the ink costs or how much it costs to replace the ink. It's so comfortable to have an Ecotank printer. And I have to mention one thing. This review is not sponsored by Epson by any means. I'm an average consumer. I'm like you guys. I'm trying to have the best printer for the money I have. Even if I would have to pay like $1,000 for a printer, or I don't know, other printer, let's say, I will not choose other printer than this one. This one fulfills my needs at this moment right now. Since December, I introduced in my Etsy shop the 16 by 20 with 11 by 14 print, which was like a boost in my business. I thought that everybody wants cheap stuff, but when they saw the big prints, they were amazed, and I got more clients. So if you are a photographer, if you are a graphic designer, and if you are drawing stuff, and if you are drawing on a graphic tablet as I'm doing, and you want to print on quality stuff, 7750 is the printer to go. Think about it. You are paying $650 right now, or maybe less. I'm saying that the price from Epson, maybe less, but you are getting an awesome product. If you have the same printer and you have other thoughts, I would really appreciate your opinion. If you are using other brands, other printers, and they are doing that is better than this one, please let me know. I would be happy to look on the specs, and if it's interesting, I will definitely buy it and try it for a period of time. What I'm looking for is quality, is quantity, and is about efficiency and reliability. Of course, all these things they are on in these printers. And I want to mention other stuff. Maybe it's not important, but over here in my office is a mess. But if you have a nice office, this printer will looks amazing, because they made also some the quality of the materials, the plastic used on this printer, you can see they are above average, maybe let's say premium materials. Even the cover of the scanner is articulated, as you can see, it bends a little bit, gives it a little bit of flexibility, and looks good, thank you very much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you found this interesting, please subscribe to my channel. It's not a big channel, it's about friends over here, and it's about helping. Thank you very much, have a great day, and see you!